All right, here's example number 3. The first thing that I'd like to see you do is push pause and see if you can solve for y. Get that done first, and then start the video back up. Okay, so here we go. This is how we're going to solve for y. I'm going to start by subtracting 1x from each side. 2y is less than or equal to negative 1x plus 8. All right, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Do I have to flip my inequality? No. I divided by 2, right? A positive 2. So therefore you do not flip the inequality. So here we go. Y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 4. Is that what you got? If not, fix it. If that is what you got, golden. Now I want you to go graph it. All right, so you've got it graphed. All right, that's what you should have done. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, over 2. Down 1, over 2. Down 1, over 2. Okay, or we could have gone up 1, back 2. Dotted line or solid line? It's supposed to be a solid line, right? Because it's less than or equal to. So here we go. I create my solid line. Okay. It's supposed to be on the line. All right, and then it's y is less than, so of course I have to shade below. So will the point 0, 0 be true or false? 0, 0 should be true, shouldn't it? Let's look at it. If I plug 0 in, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, less than or equal to 8. 0 has to be less than or equal to 8. Okay, now I'm not telling you that you have to do this. It's just a real quick check. If I say, oh, the point 0, 0 is in the shaded region, okay, well, then I can check it really quick. Yeah, that statement is true, so I must have done it right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you 4 practice problems, okay? I'm going to give you the first problem, then I'll solve the first step. You can check your work. Then I'll graph it. You can check your work and just kind of work that way through it. All right, so here's the very first problem, number 1. 4x plus 5y is greater than negative 15. Solve for y. All right, so solved it, right? I subtracted 4x from each side. That gave me 5y is greater than negative 4x minus 15. I divided by a positive, so I did not have to flip my inequality. So therefore, y is greater than negative 4/5 x minus 3. Negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. Okay, did you get that? If not, make the changes, no big deal. Make the corrections, get it right. Now graph it. So there's my graph. Started at negative 3, right? Down 4 over 5. Up 4, back 5. Dotted line, because there is no equal to sign. Dotted line, it's a greater than, shade everything above. So what should be true about the point 0, 0? 0, 0 should be true, correct? Well, let's look at it. If I plugged it in right here, it would say 0 plus 0 should be greater than negative 15. Well, is 0 greater than negative 15? Yes. You'd rather owe me nothing than owe me $15, right? So 0 is bigger than negative 15. Okay, there's problem number 1. Now, if you didn't do it right, just make the changes. All right, no big deal. You'll get it on the next one. All right, here's problem number 2. 2x minus y is greater than 3. Solve for y. That wasn't too hard now, was it? but there actually was a little bit of a catch in there. Okay, the first part's easy. Positive 2x, bring it over, it becomes a negative 2x, right? So we have negative y is greater than negative 2x plus 3. That's pretty easy. But the problem is we can't have a negative, right? So in reality what I did is I changed the sign, changed the sign, changed the sign. But isn't that really the same as dividing by negative 1, dividing by negative 1, dividing by negative 1? So if I'm dividing by a negative, that means I must flip my inequality. Those are the little things that will catch you if you're not paying attention, okay? So if you got it that far, now graph it. Okay, so graphing it, started at negative 3, bam, right there, up 2 over 1. Okay, so up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, okay, or down 2, back 1, right? Dotted line, because it has to be a less than, and so that's not equal to, so dotted line, shading everything less. So what does that tell us about the point 0, 0? Should be false, correct? Well, let's look at it. 0 minus 0 is greater than 3. Is 0 greater than 3? No. So that's false. So we probably did it right. All right, here's problem number 3. Now I want you to do the whole thing. From start to finish. Solve for y, then graph it. When I come back, it's going to all be solved for, and it's going to be graphed. So try to get all of that done before you push play on the video again. Did you do the whole thing? Did you solve for y and then graph? I think you're cheating. Push pause and do the whole thing. Then check your answer. All right. I know half of you still are waiting for me to flip it around here. Here we go. You guys need me there to keep you in line. You need me there to slap you around a little bit. I know it's a fact. So anyway, since I'm not there, I guess you're going to do whatever the heck you want. So there it is. Did you get it right? Probably only one kid. Who's the good kid out there that actually did the thing before I put it up there? Can't even think of anybody who's a good kid. All right, there you go. While I was writing this up here, I remembered one person that would have done this. Brandon Ott. I know that you are you're the only good kid I have. We know for a fact Jordan didn't do it, but Brandon, I know you did. I can count on you, isn't that right? I was wondering about which one of the Stevenson brothers would actually have done that, and I figured, nah, neither of them did it. They were waiting for me to turn it around. I got you guys pegged. All right, let me see, is there anybody else that would have done it? Probably not. Maybe Starla Grinder. I bet you she was a good kid. But all the rest of you, you're bad kids and you know it. All right, here we go. Problem number 4. Now, do the whole thing. Solve for y. Come on, be a good kid. Join Brandon Ott. Solve for y, and then solve it and graph it. Okay, get to work. All right, did you guys get it done? Okay, I'm going to make some bets right now. I bet you Riata and Tiara both did it. And we know all of it. I mean, they got it solved. I don't know if they got it right, but at least they tried because they're good kids. Bad kid, Levi Schlachta. I know you didn't even try. I'm mad at you, and you're not even here. All right, here you go. Levi, ugh. There it is. All right, so that's all we're going to do for today. We're going to get probably, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe 7 more tomorrow, maybe 8, we'll see. After we get some of this, then we're going to start doing 2 of them at one time. That would be fun. Okay, peace. Oh my, I can just see Jacob Bolts in the back of the room and Aquino shaking their head at me. I graphed number 4 wrong, didn't I? So if you notice, the slope should have been 2/5, right? And what did I graph it as? I graphed it as 5 halves, didn't I? So make that correction. Up 2 over 5. So that's actually what it's supposed to look like. I can see Sarah and Angel shaking their head in the back of the room like, what in the world this guy's teaching us? He doesn't even know how to graph it himself. Sorry about that. You guys, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Have a great day. Bye.